Redditors who have actually won a lifetime supply of something. What was the supply you won and how long did it actually last? My stepdad won a lifetime supply of WD-40 in the 1990s. They sent him 4 16-ounces cans. He died in 2019. My mom still has 2 cans. This just made me realize I don't think I've ever used a full can of WD-40. Lol, I didn't realize how funny this was until I got to the end of this little thread. 4 cans is longer than a lifetime. Talk about generational wealth. I won free full body massages for life, which basically just translates to 2 massages a week. It was really good. I got addicted. I knew everyone who worked there. And I got to experiment with all of them to see which were the best. Ended up fluctuating between 3 different staff towards the end. They would even train new staff on me for free because I spent so much time over there. Those training massages never cost me anything either or counted towards my 2 free massage a week limit. When the place closed down, I realized just how expensive massages were. I haven't had one in ages and I miss it so bad. Free lifetime full body massages is definitely an underrated win. When I was a kid, I won a lifetime supply of meat from a large butcher shop in my hometown. My dad put my name in one day and a few weeks later we get a call telling us we won a custom barbecue pit, and a monthly supply of meat and supplies for life. We got the pit a few days later and every month we'd get a foam ice chest of various beef cuts, sausages, and steaks, a couple dozen sodas, a bag of charcoal, lighter fluid, and a bag of whatever veggies they had around or something. We were really poor at the time, so this was exactly something that could help the family out in enormous ways. My dad would have a barbecue every weekend, sometimes several times a week. I remember sometime afterwards realizing that I hadn't felt hunger in days or even weeks, and that was so unusual for me. For years we continued to get the monthly supply. There was even one point where the amount of meat and sodas we got doubled. We were having a hard time keeping up, but that's a good problem to have. I remember near the time I was going to high school we got notified that the butcher shop got bought out by a larger national chain and the parent company just wanted to cut us a check to end it all. We gladly accepted. The check was for like $10,000 or something like that. By that time, my parents had gone to school and got their degrees and got better paying jobs, so the free supply of food was just bonus. Looking back, that win helped us out a lot when we were poor. I can imagine the savings my parents gained from not having to buy as much food, which was scarce as it was. We became happier and a little fatter as well. This is like ridiculously wholesome. Judging by all the other stories, this guy was the only real winner. When I was a kid 30 years ago, my dad said he'd won free pizza coupons. I think it was Domino's, and he had a massive stack of these little business cards, each for a free large pizza. My dad said we had to be careful using them, though, so we would only use them occasionally, and I remember my dad sometimes making me order the pizza and answer the door to get the free pizza, even though I was only like 9. Looking back, my dad worked for a commercial printing company and was not exactly an upstanding citizen. I'm pretty sure he didn't win those cards. What an M. Night Shyamalan level twist ending. One of my coworkers had an entertainment coupon book at work which was good for buy one get one offers. We also had a color copier. Someone had the idea to copy the coupons. We ate a lot of crappy food that year. In high school, Wendy's had a promotion going on where you could print a coupon for a free JBC. I did it a few times and noticed each print was identical. The barcode and the numbers above it were identical every time. Employees also never scanned or checked anything. They took my piece of copy paper and handed me a burger. I printed hundreds of those coupons. Smoked a lot of weed and ate a fuckton of JBCs that summer. Shout out to the Wendy's employees for not giving a fuck and giving me in some cases 10 at a time lol. This happened in the late 90s. A local bar ran a wet t-shirt contest where the girl who won would win a lifetime of free bar drinks at the bar. They also had cash prizes for second and third place. I don't remember how much, but it was a lot at the time. The result was a packed bar. Tons of girls entered, and tons of guys spent money. My friend's girlfriend at the time, now his wife, won first place. She was stoked. He was excited. Within a couple of weeks, the building was condemned and torn down. Turns out the owners of the bar knew that the building was going to be condemned and just wanted to have one last party. This could be an episode of It's Always Sunny. Would probably have to be the last episode if the bar is getting closed down. No, it could be fantastic. The gang thinks the bar is closing, so they do this, only to find out the bar isn't closing, and they're stuck supplying someone with beer. It would be a great way to add another main character if they wanted to, just someone who's always there, wasted. You've sold me. As a consolation prize for losing on a TV game show, I was given a popcorn popper, a little girl's bicycle, and a lifetime supply of Dinty Moore beef stew. I gave the popcorn popper as a Christmas present and sold the bicycle. When the beef stew arrived, it was one case of 12 cans. After trying the first can, I realized that the other 11 would indeed last me a lifetime. I won a lifetime supply of donuts, up to a dozen per day, at a local bakery, and it lasted 2 years until the original owner died and his asshole son took over the business. So it was still a lifetime supply, just not yours. Ryanair, a European budget airline, awarded its millionth passenger free flights for life. After 9 years, they reneged on the deal, so she took them to court. The judge awarded her €60,000 to buy her own flights. Her legal costs were more than 3 times that, but Ryanair had to pay those as well. Given the relatively low cost of Ryanair flights, €60,000 probably buys her at least 6 flights a year for the next 50 years. Getting an airline to give you money for flights, only to spend that money on a different airline, would be the biggest middle finger. Deleted. Hi. My name is Mark. Pleased to meet you. Are we friends now? Oh, hi Mark. I'm so lucky I have you as my best friend, and I love Lisa so much. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. When I bought my bicycle, the shop policy was that any new bike purchased included free tune-ups for life. Personally, I thought this was a great business move, because it got me back in the store regularly to redeem my tune-ups, kept my bike running smoothly, which kept me as an active cyclist. Active cyclist equals active customer, and I also would regularly buy parts, service beyond the tune-up when I was there. Which I was happy to do since I had a good relationship with the shop through this free tune-up deal. When the shop changed owners, they discontinued the tune-ups, even for people like me who had purchased their bike under these terms. I don't go there anymore. Bike industry * rolls eyes. Not surprised. I won the Cash for Life $1,000 a week lottery about 10 years ago. Every year I send them proof I'm still alive, and they send me a check for $52,000 in the mail. I always wondered how this prize would pay out. This is not the way I expected. It's not that different from how a standard lottery pays out, aside from the lifetime part. Most lotteries have a choice of lump sum or annual payments. So a $1 million jackpot might be 20 years of $50,000 per year, or $600,000 lump sum. I'm guessing on that number, but it is significantly less than the jackpot face value. My parents won a lifetime supply of toiletries, soap, toilet tissue, and some other stuff. Once per quarter, you mail in the coupon and they send you another quarter's worth of stuff. It's all institutional grade, like what you'd expect prisoners to use. Lol, I'm just imagining that your parents just use the bad quality toilet paper but are like, honey, we have company coming. Remember to leave out the good toilet paper. Like it's fine china. My grandma does the opposite. She puts out the bad toilet paper when guests come because she's convinced they all use too much and clog her pipes. I won a lifetime of free oil changes for my car. It was during a sale the dealership was having where you had to take a photo with your pet. And the person who most resembled their pet won. I don't know if I should feel happy or concerned about that one. What they did fail to mention is that it was lifetime oil changes for the vehicle I had and I couldn't transfer it to anyone else. So when my dad took over my car loan, they dropped that little tidbit of info on us. Only really lasted me for about 2 oil changes. Lifetime supply of M and M candies. They sent 52 bags all at once. Given the U.S. life expectancy of about 80 years, and the median age of 39 years old, it seems M assumes the average person will eat 5 bags of M and Ms. every 4 years for the rest of the 41 years they have left to live. As a broad, U.S. average, based on sales data of people who actually buy M&Ms with their own money, this may be accurate. If given free M&Ms, I would probably eat a lot more though. If they gave me 52 bags at once, I would eat them all at once and then die of a heart attack immediately. Still technically a lifetime supply.